4 to 5 weeks. That's how long President Trump says this war will last. This is Kenya News Update today. Coming up, you'll discover why experts are calling that a dangerous fantasy and what a new forever war could mean for the world and your wallet. A plume of smoke rises over Tehran. The supreme leader of Iran is dead, killed in a surprise US and Israeli strike. The operation, codenamed Epic Fury, began with a bang. But here's the twist. The White House insists this is a short, sharp campaign. Experts are sounding the alarm that America could be stumbling into a quagmire that makes Afghanistan look simple. Meet Susan Maloney, a top foreign policy expert at the Brookings Institution. She's been studying Iran for decades. On March 3, 2026, the world watched as US and Israeli missiles rained down. The initial goal was clear: obliterate Iran's nuclear program. But within hours, the mission expanded. Ayatollah Ali Khamenei was killed in his compound. A huge breakthrough, but also a massive escalation. And then something shocking happened. The war aims started to shift from nuclear sites to ballistic missiles. The target list grew, but here's what nobody's talking about: the Iranian regime's game plan. For years, they've built proxies across the Middle East. Hezbollah in Lebanon, Houthis in Yemen, militias in Iraq and Syria. This is their long-standing strategy, and they're already using it. Maloney warns the day after the initial strikes is immensely complicated. The Iranians are escalating across the region. This isn't a one-and-done operation. It's the opening move in a much longer, deadlier game, but President Trump and his officials are adamant. Vice President J.D. Vance and Defense Secretary Peter Hegseth have stressed this will not be a prolonged, low-burn conflict. They remember the forever wars: Afghanistan, Iraq. 20 years of grinding conflict that proved contentious and deeply unpopular, especially with Trump's MAGA base, who want America first, not another foreign entanglement. And the American public is already skeptical. Just 1 in 4 Americans supports the attacks on Iran. That's a stunningly low number for a major military action. Protests have erupted outside the White House. Demonstrators carrying Iranian and American flags, chanting anti-war slogans. The political stakes couldn't be higher. So, is this a brilliant game plan or a historic gamble? The US and Israel have done immense damage to Iran's military capabilities. That's a fact, but resilience is the key. If the Iranian regime holds together, if its military commanders survive and its proxy network activates fully, Operation Epic Fury could stretch from weeks to months to years. Imagine the cost, not just in dollars but in global stability. Oil prices spiking. Shipping lanes threatened. New terror threats emerging. And here's the part that will blow your mind. This conflict could redefine American foreign policy for a generation. A quick victory solidifies Trump's legacy as a decisive commander. A protracted war could shatter it, reviving the ghosts of Iraq that he vowed to bury. The tension is clear. On one side, a president promising a swift, surgical victory. On the other, a chorus of experts pointing to history, geography, and a determined enemy, warning of a trap. Some say this is necessary to finally neutralize the Iranian threat. Others say it's a reckless escalation that will backfire spectacularly. But the biggest question remains unanswered. If the war isn't over in 5 weeks, what then? Does America double down, sending in ground troops? Or does it face the humiliation of a stalemate with a weakened but defiant Iran? The world is watching, and the clock is ticking. Do you think this will be a short war or the start of another forever conflict? Drop your take in the comments. Subscribe to Kenya News Update today for more breaking global news that impacts us all.